we were kind of hinting at it a little bit with Neil and Chris about crystal balls. Gators getting crystal on here. We got 2 crystal balls. The Chris Jones, the linebacker, was the one. Zay Mincy, safety, is the other one that is getting a lot of noise. I don't think we got a confirmed crystal ball from Steve Wiltfong, so I don't want to misspeak here. But I think we're trending on 3. So it's an on 3 crystal ball, which they're different. They are different. I think Wiltfong has a little more of a pack to his punch when he puts it out there. That's for sure. And Harlan Harrison just became a member. I mean, look at that. It didn't take much, boys.
Hey, look at that.
He said, fuck
Harlan, man, follow
quick. Let's go, baby. I love it, man. Welcome to the fan, big guy.
Welcome in, brother.
Way to earn your pigskin, big guy. Look at that. We're all becoming a family here, boys. We got FSU guys becoming members. I mean, hey, look at us.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Not me. Not me.
Oh, man. All right, so Chris Jones. So, when we start talking about crystal balls, I get excited. I start getting all, my fingers start tingling a little bit. My toes start crinkling up because I got to go to the calculator. Like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I just have to. You guys get all freaked up about it, but I have to. So, look, I'm going to do a couple things because I know Dylan Evans from the Texas A&M, we were talking about him. We haven't got a crystal ball or anything like that, but there's a ton of noise behind him. We've talked about him, I think, for the last 3 weeks, okay? Chris Jones, behind the camera, Dave and I have talked about Chris Jones. So this one has been in the works, but it's been silent. Finally, it's now vocal. Zay Mincy, there has been a lot of want for him. I think Xavier Filsamy, the 5-star safety committing, there may have been some question marks there, but I think you guys had realized these safety/DBs, even though they have the list of a safety as a DB, and if you get a 5-star safety, like, oh, he's not going to commit now. These guys in high school, it's not, that position isn't as solidified as it is in college, if that makes sense. So these guys transition on that outside, that strong safety DB, a quarterback, right? They're kind of floating around out there. So we're going after more of that talent in that position. So I don't think Xavier is going to scare Zay Mincy, is what I was getting at. But, Dave, I'm going to pass it to you before I get the calculator out. Kind of your thoughts on these 2 guys here.
Yeah,
look,
Chris Jones, I mean,
Crystal Baldy's nuts on holy.
oh, did you say Holly?
I love that it went quiet when
he set me up there for a second because old Dom. Shut up, Dom.
Golly, dude. Dom is such a treat, dude. Like, I think Dom is like a mascot for this channel. Like, he just says dumb shit and he gets picked on like by a ton of people, but he keeps coming back. It's unbelievable. He just said Crystal Baldy's nuts on Holly's forehead. It's incredible. I love Dom. I said Dave, Steve, but go ahead, Dave.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say that, we had on Chris and we had on Neil earlier, and they kind of, went through Chris Jones' situation, bringing his family down there. I felt really good about Chris Jones for a long time. I kind of knew, obviously, he was going to visit during the June weekend and all of that, and just him bringing his family in the current situation, man. Obviously, you got the Wiltfong crystal ball behind the scenes. I've heard a lot of great things about it, and if you were to ask me, and I would pick him to commit to Florida this weekend, but that's just a prediction. That doesn't mean that it's definitely going to happen or anything, but I feel really good about him. Now, Zay Mincy's a guy, he obviously said he was a safety. He's a very universal guy. He can play cornerback too. So I think Corey Raymond likes him there at cornerback, so maybe that's kind of a position that he's been talking to him about. But he's heavily crystal balled to Florida, especially if you go to on 3. I think they have it like 93% right now. Really good talent, though, man. If you watch his film, I kind of like how he can, spread the field. I mean, like he gets to the offensive person fast. Like his speed is really good. And that's what I like about Xavier Filsamy, too. He's got a lot of speed and elite speed there, too. So adding him, I think could happen also this month. Let's hope. But those 2 guys are they're 2 of the targets I'm kind of looking at. Obviously, the Dylan Evans thing with him in the Florida picture. And, they really did hit a home run in his first visit when he was at Florida. Now they got him back. So we'll see what happens with that. See if he kind of drags it out and still stays committed to A&M, or if he, maybe they can pull the trigger. Now, I know they've got other visits lined up, but if you can get somebody to pull the trigger sometimes, man, they cancel those visits and say, look, I'm committed, I'm done. And that's, as Chris said, that's what Urban Meyer was good at. You ain't leaving here without a commitment. And even if they do take the visit, they're still committed. So
yeah. And I did the calculator, did some work here, boys. Okay, right now we're at 176. We are ranked. This is 247. So like Chris also said, or Neil, I can't remember which one said it, but on 3 looks, I think it was Chris. Chris. On 3 looks at quality over quantity, as 247
Yeah.
kind of looks at both. And that's why we're ranked higher currently on 3, because we have an average rating of 94, which is phenomenal. Okay. So we had 8 commits. If we were to get the Evans, the Mincy's, and Christopher Jones, that's 3. That's 11 commits. That puts us tied with FSU, who's currently sitting at a 90 player average with a 192 overall score. With those additional 3 commits, that puts us at 222, which skyrockets us from 11 to 7th in front of Penn State and just behind Oregon, who has 14 commits with an average rating of 91. And all these guys have 93, 94, 94. So it's only going to make the average rating either probably say right around the same. So a ton of talent that's going to be slated there. Big guys, too. 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", all over 200 except Mincy. And these guys, again, the other 2 guys are linebackers and linemen, so you expect them to be a little bit juicier. And Mincy's 180 at a safety/quarterback like we were talking about. So, look, I know I'm getting ahead of myself. This is what we do. If you're new here, we like to get excited and look at what could be. So, trending to a very healthy class. And mind you, this is something we keep talking about. We haven't landed any top offensive linemen, which is scary, but we're going to stay optimistic here, which could lean into some things. We also are looking to hopefully land a few more wide receivers, possibly some edges in Colin Simmons, which we're going to get into a little bit later on. So I'll leave the calculator up when we get into those names, but exciting to see what's happening. Again, maybe we'll get more of a treat this weekend. Hopefully, we got to get a few, man. I keep saying it because we got to make it happen, though.